right, the next water safety topic we're going over is treading. So treading is a resting stroke that you use when you get too tired. Your goal is to keep your arms all the time in the water, and then of course your feet are going to be in the water. Your goal is to keep your head above the surface the whole time. So that is the only thing that is remaining above the surface. Always start with a noodle again and have them hold on to the wall. You can start in shallower water so people can get the hang of how they do it, and then you would move to deeper water, okay? Same thing, you're using this noodle, putting it under them so they can stay vertical in the water and they can focus on moving their arms. So some of the ways you can move your arms, you can do figure eights, going back and forth on the surface. You can do one arm at a time. Your goal is to push the water down so it keeps your body up. You can do both arms at the same time. You can do doggy paddles, and then just whatever motion you can, but that's your last resort. You don't want to do that. Always stay with the easier, the better, okay? And then the motions for the legs, you can either do an egg beater, so it's one leg, opposite times, basically like a karate kick. You can do the breaststroke kick, so it's both legs at the same time, going like this. You can do a bigger flutter kick, so instead of that small, fast one, you can do a little bigger. It helps keep you steady. You never want to resort to dolphin kick because that's going to be a really hard kick to do. And you want to try to avoid the flutter kick. Do the bigger flutter kick, the scissors kick to kind of keep it going. All right? So now we're going to get in the water. Always tell them to put the noodle on and then grab onto the wall. And then as you're holding on, you want to tell them to release. Try doing some movements. And then if they get nervous, they're just going to grab back on. So basically it's let go, move as much as they can, grab back on. The beginner treader is going to move crazy. It's natural. They're freaking out. As you get better, they're going to move less. And they're going to breathe more. The more you breathe, the more it keeps your lungs full and the more you float. As they get better, you're going to let them remove the noodle and try the same thing. Have them try for 5 seconds, grab back on. Each time they try, you want them to go a little longer, okay? Until they're moving very easy and they don't have to think about it and they can just keep their head up and moving, all right? Once you get better, that's when you can move to a bigger pool that's all deep water and they trust themselves more.